Hello everyone, this is Ep24 and welcome to episode 24 of Ep24's Stoneblock series. Today we got some more fun things to work on. So last episode we wrapped up building ourselves this fancy guy, the tier 3 energy core. He's capable of storing about 1 billion RF, which is a lovely number. Loving the number, right? And he's currently got about 42 million RF in there, building up about 1,000 RF a tick, courtesy of this setup right here, which isn't terrible, right? Not bad, right? We've got our ignition plugs in there. We could probably bump these guys up to higher tiers if we really wanted to, but I'm not super interested in doing that because like this stuff is all going great, right? We've got actually a healthy amount of coal here. Last episode when I was doing my alchemical coal stuff, I like stole a bunch of this coal so that I could, you know, do the things I was doing with alchemical coal. So that's why we're not full at the moment, but normally we're full down here, right? So that's definitely a thing. Let's clean up our inventory a little bit. Like I just want to put you away and maybe, I think we're good. So what I'd like to do today is look into other cool ways to generate RF. Now, since this pack is all about being as little crazy as possible, I do know a neat little trick, assuming it hasn't been destroyed. So here's the Petrified fuel generator from Industrial Foregoing. Pretty cool block. Okay, and I'm going to show you what it does that makes it so cool. It, according to this guide here, when provided with a solid fuel, will produce power. The RF per tick is decided from its burn time. The more burn time the fuel has, the more RF per tick it will produce. All fuels burn the same time. So, long story short, the more burn time a fuel has, the more RF per tick it produces. Does that make sense? So what do we need here? We need a couple gold gears, and we need a furnace, and then we should be cool to make a petrified guy. So I'm going to put a point that removes energy. So we want a plug that adds energy to a network. Start. So you make that for me, Buster. Interesting. Okay. So for example, right, we come down here, and I'm gonna pop this guy right down here just so we can like demonstrate some of this stuff, right? So you're gonna sit on top, you're gonna be on the generators network, and you will have no limit on what you can do. And are you also set for no limit? You are. And are you set for no limit? You are. Good. Everybody's set for no limit. So for example, if we were to get, I don't know, a block of coal, right? His burn time is 16,000 ticks. So if we were to drop this in here, he's producing 800 RF a tick. Not too shabby. Not even a little bit too bad, right? That is a pretty good burn time. You know, we're getting an extra 800 RF a tick for a resource that's pretty renewable, that we have access to a pretty good bit of power for. I'm totally cool with that. But we can ramp it up. We can do more. There are fuels in this pack that I've recently looked at and made some of, hintity hint hint, that have quite the burn time. Like Eternalist fuel, for example, which has a burn time of 102,000 ticks. But we're not going to stop there because there's the Eternalist fuel block with a burn time of 921,600 ticks. Quite an improvement over the burn time of a coal block. So let's see how much RF per tick we get for dropping an Eternalist fuel block in here. You ready? Oh, 46,080 RF a tick. That's not bad. That is not a bad amount of fuel. So I think what I'd like to play with a little bit today, if I may, because that sounds fun to me, would be let's go upstairs, right? That's a pretty healthy amount of RF, right? Like, it only runs for 30 seconds, but it's at 40,000 RF a tick. So, I mean, I don't know how much exactly we're going to get from that, but, like, it feels like a lot. So, this is another in a long line of moments when you're like, yeah, I can totally understand how crazy this mod can be at times. So we just kicked it into gear, right? So now let's cook it up. and see where we're gonna go from here, right? I think that's a smart move, right? So what I'm thinking is, let's get a crafter from this guy. So can I get a tier 1 crafter? Pretty close to being able to get a tier 1 crafter. Can I get a tier 2 crafter? I think so. Just a couple more of you. I'll just get a stack, because why not? Right? And then we should have no problem coming over to here. And I'd be curious what I could do with this, right? So we'd want one of our points, remove energy from Flux networks. And that will be our normal network, Dial 20's network. So you're going to charge up there, right? So let's see if this works first off. I'm going to get a Philosopher's Stone, and we're going to get some coal, right? And what I'm going to do is set the first recipe to be this. And that's going to be all items in slots are consumed. It will be, we'll go to the interior buffer and apply, right? So what we're probably going to want is to have that in there. And this in there. Hey, cool, that works. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And then recipe number 2 will be you guys and you. I don't know how that happened, but apply. And you will also go to the interior slots. Cool. And then recipe number 3 could be you guys and you. And you'll also go to the interior slots. Apply. Cool. So now when I do this, boom, 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 boom. All right. So let's stop you for a minute. Because what I'm going to want to do is get a little bit more Eternalist fuel. And I wouldn't mind... Give me this for a minute. So I'd like... No, not you, but coal to come in here. And finally, I'd like... this. Okay. So that's what it's ultimately going to be. So can I remember you guys? Oh, wait. We want this here. So do that for the remembering, right? And then our last recipe will be you guys to the external slot and apply. So now if I do this, what should happen is all coal going in here now should turn into Eternalist fuel blocks, right? I think that's the plan. So now let's go get some chickens. So I've got 3 sets of coal chickens up here. I'm just going to steal one. Yeah, we'll just break one of these roosts. That's fine. Okay. And then we'll bring this guy down here. Shenanigans level gameplay right here, guys. Shenanigans level gameplay. We set up item conduits. We do yet a wrench. On the north side will be extract always active, and on the south side will be insert. And then you, on the north side will be extract always active, and on the south side will be insert. So now our Eternalist fuel will wind up going into here to produce power. Now the one thing I'm not 100% sure about is what happens to the fuel once this thing fills up. That's something I've not actually tested. So we might want to do something to test that at some point. If I set you to active on redstone, you stop what you're in the middle of burning. So that's cool at least. So it retains its energy, right? So that's kind of a good sign. So what if I remove you for a minute and I let you run? That's cool. Active without signal. Always active. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so he does seem to be burning even though his internal buffer is full. Now I'm going to be curious to see if he eats another Eternalist fuel block after this. So we could do some kind of redstone thing. Okay, good. He stopped. So that's good at least. So when he has a redstone signal, he retains his fuel, right? Active on redstone, active without redstone. So we could do that. And we could set up some kind of redstone system to say, like, we're not going to need it for a while, but when we get to the point where we want to worry about that, we can have some kind of system that says, yeah, like, be cool about that, right, buddy? So now so you've got 8 Eternalists in there, right? We tell you, hey, hurry up and make more coal for my buddy. Because we're testing stuff here, see? And then the coal is being dumped in, and it's being turned into Eternalist fuel. Okay. And then every now and then, it's just going to drop that Eternalist fuel in there, and it's going to turn it into a block, and then the block gets dropped into here, and we're producing crazy amounts of RF per tick from that. So we're up to 155 million RF already. That is fun times. You like that? You guys like that? That is a stupid amount of power, and I'm sure we'll come up with even crazier ways to do this in the future, right? I mean, because rainbow generators shouldn't be too bad to make at some point either, and that's even more shenanigans, right? How much RF is a rainbow generator? I remember it being just like stupid. This guy, rainbow generator. Yeah, it's basically a crazy amount of power. I forget how much, but it's a lot. It's a lot. But we'll figure it out. Anyway, so that is Eternalist fuel blocks in a Petrified fuel generator, producing 46,000 RF a tick. Not too shabby. And then our chickens are going to constantly feed that, right? So we've got a coal chicken. We could have more coal chickens. Imagine that we had like multiple coal chickens here, right? That could be a thing that we could do if we really need to ramp this up. But for now, like, you know me, like, some people like to go crazy with stuff, and I like to go crazy with stuff too, but there's other times where it's just like, this will work for now, and it'll be a pretty good amount of power for the time being, right? And then if we need to ramp it up in the future, we totally can, and it's easy to ramp up. It's just more roosts with more 10-10-10 coal chickens equals more Eternalist. Like, we could get to a point where we're getting like an Eternalist fuel block, you know, every 10 seconds if we wanted to. Just need more roosts. Easy peasy. Cool? So we're up to 255 million RF. So I think what we need to do today, now that we've got a crazy amount of RF going on, is probably look at doing Draconic Infusion Crafting. So we should figure out where that's going to occur. So in here has kind of been, do we need this setup anymore? If I'm being honest, I want to say the answer is no. So I might move this whole display stand thing to the left one, and then we can set up a Draconic Infusion Crafting like deeper in here. Does that sound fair? I feel like that's fair, right? So what I'm going to do is remove you. Okay, you're not helping my ability to remove things. Okay. So let's take these guys out. Let's get you. Need water a little bit faster if you're going to process all this stuff. But I feel like we've got enough for now. If we get to the point where we've used all this rubber, then so be it. By the time we need more rubber, I think we'll be into EMC. So let's properly center this in the room, which just means basically shift it over everything one, right? Okay, and that'll be cool, I think. And I will be totally honest with you guys, I don't even know if we need this so much anymore, but so let's come back in a minute. I'm going to move this over and then we'll come back. How's that sound? So let's see how this works out. Perfectly. Ha! Love it. Alright. I like my mod, which is probably good for me. Cool. So here we can throw another glowstone, right? We can put these things away that I don't need anymore. Glowstone. Cool. And that's cool with the darkness thing. So let's get Infusion Crafting going. So Draconic Infusion Crafting will require a Fusion Crafting core, which doesn't look too bad. It will require some lapis. Hopefully we've got enough. And one of you. Cool. And then we're going to need... How many of these are we going to need ultimately? 9-ish? I think that's probably accurate, right? Maybe 10? I don't know. Let's do 9. I know we're going to eventually need 10. And it bugs me, because usually I like to do like a 3x3-ish setup. So that should be... Oh, hello. 9 is just an easier number to go with. But, you know. Hey! We got Fusion Crafting start. What other quests have I maybe not taken a look at handing in? Oh, look at you. Okay, I can claim some loot crates. Don't I have some of these? Yeah, I do. What's up? Okay. So did I get anything cool? Hey, another Invar hammer. That needs to be less common. 64k storage disks, though. That's cool. Wyvern core is probably useful for where I'm at right now, and more Black Lotus. When I get to some other stuff that we have to get into, that will totally also be useful. All right, so how about... Do you let light through? You totally do. Good job, you. Cool. Single item mode. Inactive. Sweet. All right, so... We need large amounts of power to be dumped into this thing. So I'm thinking resonant flux ducts can transfer how much? 25,000 RF a tick. So that's an option. Or there's also cryo stabilize, which are basically infinite. But I think resonant should be enough for now. You know, or we could do the crystals thing. That's an option as well. The draconic ones, you know what I'm talking about? The wireless crystal doohickeys. That's an option. I wonder if I can hook a flux plug onto one of those crystals. I have no idea. I've never tried. Would be cool though. It might require the other crystal thing. That might be an option. Let's get like... So if I wanted this... Oh, okay, I see. So you need some resonant, huh? Okay. But if I wanted to get... I have to upgrade resonant from Signalum? I have to go Signalum? Oh, that stinks. It used to be not so bad. Do we have magma dudes down here in our auto crafting area? We have induction smelter and pulverizer. We do not have a magma crucible set up just yet. Doesn't mean I can't do it. We just don't at the moment. So that's okay. Just, it's a thing. We'll have to think about doing. So in terms of powering you guys, I don't want to just put flux plugs on top of all of you. And you do need a pretty hefty amount of power. What about, let's just try. You guys, are you within reason to make? This requires some blaze rods, but I might have enough blaze rods for doing that. That's 3 more blaze rods. I believe. Yes, it is. How about you? Do you have any more blaze dust for me? A little bit. That's 3 more, so that should be the 8 that we need. So we could maybe do this. So we need one of you. Right, basic energy relay crystals. which I believe I just turn into IOs, right? And then wireless energy would just need 2 of you. Ha, ironic. Funny. Very funny. Very funny. Blaze. That's annoying. One of you guys gets me Blaze. The green loot bag gets me Blaze. And the purple one. What's that noise? It's a witch. Hiding somewhere. Oh, you're just being that. Lights on, please, while you clean up your inventory. Look at that big mess of junk that we have to get cleaned up. So much junk. I have to speed up the transfer of that stuff. So you come from Epics, right? Yeah. So let's just... that. You open me some blaze rods, please. Hopefully there's some blaze rods in here. Yeah, there's a blaze rod. That'll do. So, kind of funny, but we're going to wind up pulverizing a blaze rod, even though we just spent a copious amount of time getting what we need to get. Alright, so that's another eye then. Okay, cool. So if I want you to upgrade to you, then we just need 2 of these. And then we can get this, a wireless energy crystal. And then we also want the draconic wrench thingy. You. Which also needs a blaze rod, hilariously enough. Okay, but that's cool. So now if we got a flux point, here's what I'm hoping this can do. You ready? Thank you. So what we'll do is we'll have this connected to Daryl20's network with this mode input. So he's already got 4 million RF. Good. That's what I want to see. Right? And then we could have maybe a piece of glass. Position saved. Yes, that's what I want. So he's going to fill up with RF now. And then you can charge up each of these bad boys. Cool. And that should work. Nice. I like that. I think that looks good. All right. So then, if we want to get some Wyvern Crafting going on, let's get 9 of these and 18 of these Draconic cores. Did I not teach you? Oh, I did. Okay, good. So 2 more of those. 18 of those. Right? And then we're going to need 9 Draconium blocks and 36 diamonds. Cool. And that should be groovy. So then, let's just take you, pop you into here, and then it's 1, 2. Oh, I thought you were in single item mode. Oh, single item mode active versus inactive. Okay, hold on. Active, 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 active. That means they only accept 1 item. See? How cool is that? And then you go in there and start. And you should all charge, no problem. Yay, power's flowing. Good. That's what I wanted to see. Nice. All right, so then we can get Draconium going. And then once we have Draconium, I'm going to make 1 block, well, 4 blocks of Awaken Draconium. And once I have those, I'm going to try and get some Draconium seeds, which I shouldn't have too much of a problem getting. And those will produce for me Awaken Draconium essence, Oh, look at you. You need to have an Awakened Draconium Crux under you. That requires a Dragon Heart. Wow, that's a lot of things. Okay. Cool. I think we can pull it off, though. I really do. Hey, Fusion Crafting, quest complete. So are you still connected to that thing? Good. Now, what about... This one I never set to single item mode, but he's set now. All right. So let's come back in a few minutes once I've upgraded all of these to Wyvern tier, and then we'll look at getting our Awakened Draconium block, which hopefully will allow me to get the seeds going. Cool? Be right back. So guys, as a reminder, this stage where it says charging is fully dependent upon power transfer, right? So while it's charging, it's all about how fast the power is being transferred into the crafters. This stage is all about timing, so you can speed up the second stage if you want to accelerate things. Cool. So you guys should all be connected still. Good. These are all in single item inactive mode, but I should probably put them in active again. Sweet. Okay. Good deal. All right, so let's put away some junk, like you guys, for a moment. That's all looking good. So we've got Wyvern Crafting tiers going. So now, can we get Awakened Draconium? Yes. So Awakened Draconium doesn't have EMC. How about the Heart? Does the Heart have EMC? It does not. So if we want to get a lot of hearts, which we may want to get at some point, but we totally need an Awakened Draconium Crux, which means another heart. So if we want to grow Awakened Draconium seeds, right, they have to go underneath some farmland with an Awakened Draconium Crux under it in order for it to grow. I think that's what this means. I mean, it makes sense, right? That's kind of what it's implying there. So let's get Awakened Draconium first. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Draconic Cores and a Dragon Heart. And you times 4. Right? And that'll get us 350 million RF later. I don't even know if we have that much, but we're going to find out. I didn't actually remember to check if we have enough power for this. We might not, to be fair. We might not. We might. We're probably pretty close. But we do have some Aeternalist fuel that we could throw a couple extra blocks in, which should help us get pretty darn close. If we're not already there, this will help. Right? I mean, we're at 40%, so we're actually probably going to make it. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to make it. So that's 50% complete. So then we have to think about getting another dragon spawned, which shouldn't be too bad, right? Because we just need 4 more of these guys. Which might need... Oh, good, I have enough gas tiers for it. Cool. That's what we need, right? We just pop these guys in the things and whatnot, and then we're good to go. And you're at 80%. Nice. Awakened Draconium, here we come. Getting excited. You can do it. Man, that's a lot of RF, though. And it feels so cheaty being able to grow this with mystical crops, but... Oh, wow, look how close we are. Wow, we just barely made it. We just barely made it. I'm not even going to accelerate this, because it's too cool. Boom! Awakened Draconium. Nice. So that was a lot of... That represents a large investment of RF. How are you guys doing, by the way? I've not been cleaning you out, and I probably should, like, automate you, because at some point I'm going to forget that you even exist. So yeah, I should probably be smart about that. So anyway, I can go to the end and do the end crystal thing, right? So I'm going to need, like, a better way to get to and from the end. So let's get a receiver. Hang on. What about the Draconic Teleporter, dude? Doesn't that thing exist? How impossible is that to get? You know what I'm talking about? The Draconic... this thingy? That don't look so bad. Yeah, I can make one of those. right? And then you can be 3 ender pearls, a wyvern, and 4 draconics. Three of you, a wyvern, 4 draconics, and start. Because this thing's nice to have. 61 ender pearls should be sufficient. So this way we can go to the end now, and then come back from it, and we should be good. Cool. So I'm gonna set you, hey, that was a quest, to be, so we can add fuel. 61 fuel, right? I'm gonna remove you guys, add new. We'll call it home base, check and locked, right? And then if I right click this guy, it just teleports me back there. Nice, all right. So I probably don't need to carry you around anymore if I'm gonna have that. Now what I would like to do is take a little damage. Any bad guys down here? Why is there a light down here? Oh, probably from my, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, but I need damage. I need to take some damage, please. It's surprisingly difficult to take damage in this pack sometimes. You have to find a way. I'm guessing there's a witch who spawns somewhere down here, and I would really like to find out where a witch found out how to spawn. Are you upstairs, Miss Witch? There's some darkness up here. Not that much. What I should have probably done was done the wither spawning in like a compact machine or something. But here's a solution. Oh wow, look at all that. Look at all that junk that's still waiting to be collected. Oh my goodness, that is a giant mess of mob drops that you are still working your way through. Oh, we are gonna need to do something a little bit more. I have to fix this. I totally have to fix this, because that's not even funny how much of a mess that is. I'll fix it off camera. I'll just probably put item conduits there or something. But now I should be able to eat you, which gets me to the end, right? Which I can then use you. We can turn this off for now. So this is my add new, the end, lock it. So now I can right click to teleport to home base. And I can right click to teleport to the end, right? So back and forth to the end is a lot easier now. Cool. And now I have to remember how to resummon the dragon, because I don't remember. You know what I should do? Is get a piston, home base. Because we can make a dragon generator for the things and stuff. See how easy that is? Loving it. Should eat a little bit. Yeah, now what's the pattern? Do I just put it on the edges? I feel like it's the edges. I should know this by now. I really should. But I feel like I just put them here, right? Isn't that what I do? I'm gonna try that and hopefully I'm right. Please don't be wrong, Direwolf. Oh good! I'm right. Woo! For a minute there I was... Oh, that's right, he's loud, isn't he? Ender Dragon Death Muffler. So that's an option. But I don't think that muffles his, like, growl. But let's see if I'm correct about, like, one-shotting him even with the crystal still up. Because I'm pretty sure that's the situation we're going to find ourselves in. Come here, buddy. Me and you. Ow. Come here. Stop flying away from me. Ow. Come here. It's like the Ender Dragon knows. Like, you're in trouble, and you know it. I'm sure I can get into melee range. I'm sure I've done this before. We'll do it when he goes down to fly. How's that? Yep, one-shotted. Boom. He pushed me away, but I still one-shot him. So booyah. And then we can get another dragon egg. Hey, cool. Mob drops. Sweet. I got some Supremium Essence. Where's my piston? Did I leave it here and it got destroyed? Oh well, not super worried about it. I can always come back for the egg. To home base we go. So there's our other dragon heart. So my goal now is to use you to make this. What else do we need? We need a couple Awakened Draconium ingots. Right? We need some... basically... Notice how I have 4 of those already? Did I tell you guys that I taught this thing how to do this? Oh, I need 1 more Master Infusion Crystal. I should probably have an extra one of you. Okay. Sweet. So 2 of you, which can be used to make this. Missing 5. Oh, are you still crafting? Oh, you're still crafting, that's why. You should be going faster than that. Well, maybe faster than that. Well, not necessarily faster than that, but maybe faster than that. I don't know, if I put you away, it'll help. I do have speed upgrades in the thing, but I think it's getting close to the point where I need to make that multi-block reborn storage crafting guy. Also, we're well past the wrapping up point, aren't we? I feel like we absolutely are, but I also feel like I'd really love it if we could get what we need to get. How much... Wow, I didn't even use that much Inferium to make those 2 blocks of Insanium Essence. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, I should probably kill some more Withers or something so I got more Supremium Essence. I mean, it did take quite a few Inferium Essence, but we still have plenty left, is kind of the point that I'm making. So wow, you are taking a long time to craft. And I've got all you guys in like... So this one has speed upgrades in it, this crafter. Because otherwise this would be that much slower. How crazy is that? Come on, buddy. Almost there. I want to finish this before we wrap up the episode. I want to have this in place and working, if I can. So, just 1 Awakened Draconium Seed should be cool, I think. Getting there. Boom. Cool. Nice. Actually, I need 2 more of you, I think. How bad of a craft is that? Not terrible. Okay. So now... Awakened Draconium Seeds. I already have the tier 6 crafting seed crafted. I crafted it like in between episodes a little while ago. So I'd be ready for this moment. And we now have it done. So let's go down to here. What I'm going to do, we need our hoe. If it's not in here, it's in my black bag. Oh no, it isn't here. Good. Oh no, you have a thing there, don't you? How about... Yeah, this looks like as good a place as any. So the Awakened Draconium Crux with the fertilized dirt. Hopefully this works. Hey, look at that. We've got... That is cool. Hey, buddy. I need you to help out a little bit, would you? Thanks. Awakened Draconium Mystical Agriculture Essence complete. Well past the wrapping up point, so you guys know what it means. Time to go. All right, guys. Devil20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. We've got Awakened Draconium coming in now, which is cool. As a reminder, that Awakened Draconium Essence, 9 of them makes that many, and then we have to do that. So it's not a ton of Awakened Draconium, but it's better than 350 million RF, which even though we are probably at a decent point with. So I might continue crafting them the old-fashioned way in addition to the Mystical Agriculture way, because we can't spam the seeds without spamming more of those blocks underneath the seeds. You know what I mean? All right, take it easy, guys.